Tiga.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat sore para investor-investor kami, terutama Pak Abdullah Sanusi. Pada kali ini kami dari grup analisis investasi akan memberitahukan kepada Pak Abdullah Sanusi mengenai PT Fajar Makassar dan apakah pantas atau tidak pantasnya PT Fajar Makassar untuk diberikan investasi. Mari kita mengenali lagi atau mengingat ulang kembali tentang PT Fajar Makassar. Please, maybe we can move to the next slide. So yeah, let's read this together. Company introduction. This report provides a comprehensive strategic evaluation of Fajar Makassar, Fajar Group, the largest media and property conglomerate in Eastern Indonesia. By utilizing Poster Five Forces Framework, yang saya tahu pasti Pak Abdullah Sanusi dengan ilmu dan pengalaman yang sudah banyak, pasti sudah mengetahui tentang hal tersebut, tentang Poster Five Forces Framework. We analyze the current industry attractiveness and the long-term viability of the firm amidst massive disruption. Despite the company's prestigious legacy and asset ownership, Gerhapena, seperti yang kita tahu pada masa lalu itu gedung Fajar salah satu gedung tertinggi yang ada di Makassar. Salah satu legasinya. The structural shift in media consumption and advertising spend poses a significant risk. Fajar Makassar has historically dominated South Sulawesi media landscape through Harian Fajar, ID, and Fajar TV. However, the media industry is currently in a state of terminal decline for traditional print models while facing hyper-fragmentation in digital sectors. The company's secondary focus, commercial property management via the Gerhapena building, serve as its primary remaining competitive advantage in a struggling regional market. Maybe we can move to the next slide. So here, Pak Abdullah Sanusi, yang kami sayangi, yang kami hormati, ini adalah poster five forces analysis yang kami terapkan, yang kami lihat terhadap PT Fajar Makassar. Ya, tentunya poster five forces analysis itu fokus kepada 5 hal: threat of new entrants, bargaining power of buyers, threat of substitutes, competitive rivalry, and bargaining power of suppliers. Saya Andi Fazal Falebi akan memberitahukan sedikit mengenai 2 hal dari poster five force analysis terhadap PT Fajar Makassar. Untuk threat of, dia memiliki intensitas yang tinggi karena seperti yang kita tahu PT Fajar Makassar itu walaupun tadi dibilang sudah shift fokusnya ke properti, tapi untuk media informasinya itu tidak bisa dibilang kuat untuk masa sekarang karena gembar-gembarnya sosial media dan lain-lain. Orang sudah bisa mendapatkan informasi dari mana saja dan akan ada selalu terus jurnalis-jurnalis walaupun yang tidak profesional maupun yang hanya semacam amatir saja, hanya sebagai pengamat biasa saja, itu bisa menjadi jurnalis juga di masa sekarang. Jadi banyak sekali entrance, banyak sekali perusahaan-perusahaan yang baru yang masuk gitu. Jadi banyak pesaing-pesaingnya. Untuk bargaining power of buyers-nya, walaupun memang di sini bilang very high, tapi kembali lagi ke tadi, bargaining power of buyers, kemampuan penawar sang pembelinya, kemampuan penawar sang pembelinya itu tinggi karena seperti tadi banyak substitutes-nya. Maybe we can move to the next slide. Yeah, as I previously mentioned before, ya sini bisa dikategorikan sini threat of substitutes-nya itu extreme, bargaining power of buyers-nya itu high. Jadi sampai di titik ini, PT Fajar Makassar itu memiliki potensi yang kecil untuk dilakukan investasi. Tidak menarik, tapi untuk lebih lanjutnya bisa didengarkan oleh teman oleh Alvin Immanuel dan Gia. Ya, terima kasih Pak Abdullah Sanusi.
Okay, so next I'm gonna explain about field finding due to diligence at Graha Pena. So based on on our site inspection of the Graha Pena building on April 28, 2026, the following observations were recorded. The first is tenant occupancy. The building maintains a stable occupancy rate, primarily supported by government agencies and state-owned enterprises or BUMN. This confirms the asset play value, but highlights a lack of dynamic private sector growth. The second is operational infrastructure. While there is a visible shift toward digital newsroom activities, the legacy costs associated with print infrastructure remain a heavy burden on the company's cash flow. And the last is maintenance standards. The aging infrastructure of the building suggests significant upcoming maintenance costs required to maintain its great status in the Makassar office market. Next slide. And here comes to the recommendations. An industry attractiveness evaluation. The regional media industry in Eastern Indonesia is currently unattractive. The convergence of extreme substitution threats and high buyer power has turned the market into a red ocean. Profit margins are being squeezed, and the traditional competitive advantages of legacy media groups are rapidly evaporating. And the next slide will be presented by my friend Alvin.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, chances. So I will explain about the drawing analysis in the relating. So me and Gia has visit Garapena in 28 April, and we analyze the Garapena have some need maintenance in their building and do our diligence confirmation hypothesis. When the building maintains a decent rate, mostly from the government and the state owner enterprise. The infrastructure show the sign indicating the upcoming heavy maintenance costs. We also observe that the legacy cost of their physical printing infrastructure remain a heavy anchor on the overall activity. And for the competitive banking, so we can see the comparison between Fajar Makassar, Tribun Timur, and Social Correta is in the digital traffic. Fajar Makassar only moderate, but Tribun Timur have a very high or solid, and also in the brand loyalty, even though Fajar win the high legacy, but on the asset base, the property have heavy, but Tribun Timur have asset light. So in this new shifting market, the news is can come from the TikTok. So any news company from these changes, but from the Fajar Makassar, I think the shifting market they it doesn't really uh shifting yet, and the outlet doesn't really big. So if you compare Fajar Makassar and Tribun Timur, I think Tribun Timur have more attractive to invest. Next slide. So this is the circulation attrition on the market of newspaper. So our track record reflect our leadership. So this is the market share of the news. So if keeping the market share of the newspaper company. So in this categories, it doesn't attractive anymore. And for the final recommendation, we not recommend to invest in Fajar because the industry force are overwhelmingly negative, and has been explained by my friend uh, Farizal and Gea about the approach of five force by Porter. So the barrier to entry is really high. Everyone can become a journalist right now, and as we analyze this, it doesn't really align for our profit profit purpose. So we from the group four doesn't recommend Prof. Sanusi to as in the Fajar company. And this is the proof that we visit the Fajar company in 28 April. There's some traffic in the cafe and the food. But if we see in the real time thing, the building is quite old, and as they explained, they will need a big maintenance that will come. And in the tenant, there's not a lot of traffic. I think it doesn't quite interesting. If we look at the tenant, the building is quite old and doesn't attract anyone. Okay. And I think that's our final conclusion for our group. I give back to Fariza.
Oke, terima kasih semua untuk sejawat-sejawat saya yang telah memberikan analisa mereka juga. Seperti yang kami bilang, ya ini sangat menjadi rekomendasi yang baik untuk jika ingin melakukan investasi. Jika kita berpikir ada benefit publikasi yang bisa didapatkan untuk mempopulerasikan perusahaan yang sudah kita miliki, hal tersebut bisa saja dilakukan dengan membayar atau bekerja sama dengan para jurnalis-jurnalis yang di luar dari Fajar atau yang kerja secara individual gitu. Mereka tidak memiliki kontrak dan pasti bisa memiliki cost yang lebih murah dibandingkan jika harus dengan Fajar gitu. Ya, jadi itu kesimpulan kami, Pak Abdullah Sanusi. Semoga apa yang kami berikan dapat bermanfaat dan ya, kami yakin sekali lagi dengan pengalaman dan ilmu yang Pak Abdullah Sanusi telah miliki, keputusan yang Bapak buat pada akhirnya pasti akan sesuai dengan visibility dari PT Fajar Makassar ke depannya. Terima kasih.